a gentleman that has inspired all of us, a gentleman that has been the architect of the best and healthiest coffee in the world, of the products that combine coffee, wellness, and energy drinks. I'm delighted to introduce to you the Chief Executive Officer and President of Healthy Coffee International, Healthy Coffee USA, Mr. Rick Agalus.
Good evening. Good evening. How many of you are here for the first time? All right, fantastic. Well, I'm glad to be here in Houston. This is my first visit actually here for the team, and I'm very excited. I'd like to get to know you guys more. Just to give you a little bit of background there, I set up the company a little over 2 years ago. And my strategy was a little bit different from most other companies. Because I built the company here in the US, I got a few leaders, and I went overseas. My first country that we opened was Japan. And Japan is a very tough market. How many of you have contacts in Japan? Anybody? Okay. Japan is a very difficult market. Number one, the Japanese FDA, thank you, is to me the most strict in the world. Seriously, it took us a lot of time. It cost us a lot of money to get everything approved in Japan. And I'm very happy to say, and very proud to say, that we're the only company selling coffee with health products added into the coffee in Japan. Our competition, they have issues getting their products approved by the Japanese FDA. We're already there. So I'm very proud to say that. Being in a very tough market, if you pass the Japanese FDA standards, you can pass any FDA in the world. The second is Australia. Australia also, the FDA there is very tough. We also passed that. So my main focus was to build an international, a global operation. We are now in 18 countries. Country number 19 is coming, which is Slovakia. Country number 20 is coming, which is Colombia. We're in the process of getting all the product registration done. We're setting up the office in Slovakia as we speak. Colombia, we already have the company registered. We're just waiting for the product registration. It's taking a little bit more time in Colombia. But anyway, having said that, before I set up the marketing company, I already bought a public company from the get-go. So we are public from day one. We have Healthy Coffee International as our parent company. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ Big Sheets. And the reason why I did that is for two reasons. Number one, I want to spread the wealth. Number two, I want all our distributors to own a piece of the company. Because I know where we're going. Now everybody talks to me and asks me, Rick, why, what's your vision of why you're a public company? And I tell them, I am not reinventing the wheel. When Mr. Schultz started his company, okay, he talked to a lot of people just like me. And majority of the people laughed at him. And they said, your product's not going to sell, it's too much, da 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 da, your concept's not going to work. The few people who saw his vision and invested $10,000 when he started his company, the $10,000 became $650,000. And that is on record. That's the Starbucks story. And now, Starbucks is already a world brand. You go to countries like China, for example. I was just in China last month. I visited 3 major cities, Beijing, Shanghai, and Zhanjiang. It's funny because when I was there in Shanghai, I went to the Starbucks store. And the way the Chinese operate, they have bigger stores. So like here you have a small Starbucks store. There is like 5, 6, maybe 10 times bigger. And when you go there, you cannot grab a seat. After I visited the Starbucks store, I couldn't grab a seat. I asked my friend, where is the next coffee shop we can go to? And he said, well, there's a small Chinese-owned coffee shop. I said, okay, can we go? So we went there. This is in Shanghai, right? There's a little company called Costa Coffee. Little company. And you see all this, these are the branches in Shanghai alone. Okay? I don't know how many branches they have in Shanghai alone. And you go to that coffee shop, you cannot grab a seat. So when people tell me, Rick, in China, the Chinese people, they don't drink coffee. They only drink tea. Yeah, right.